Brendan, another big game tomorrow. It could put the team into a position where it would look as if the knockout phase, the playoff phase, would be Celtic's. How big a match does this feel going into it?
Well, they have all felt very big in this competition. I think it's what we're so excited by, the opportunity. We've obviously in the first number of games done very well, and now we have a great opportunity tomorrow evening. So yeah, we're excited by the chance.
Telling the players to grasp that opportunity that's ahead of them, because making it to the playoff phase in this new format would be creating history.
Yeah, it is, but I don't think you need to tell the players. I think we're a very ambitious team, and we go into absolutely every single game to look to win the game. So and this game is no different. We always respect every opponent that we play, but we arrive here with confidence, but we know we have to get our work in and put the work in, because it's a level where every team has big talent. So and a country like Croatia, who's always produced really highly gifted technical players, we always will respect that. But we know that, and we've already shown in this competition, that we can compete and be really competitive in all aspects, whether it's technical, tactical, or the physical side of the game. So that's what we're looking forward to, that challenge.
How do you view Dinamo, because their recent form in terms of wins hasn't been great, but they've still managed to pick up 7 points in this league phase so far?
Well, I think that tells you everything. I think it tells you everything around that. If you can pick up 7 points in a Champions League format, then it shows you that you're a very good side. So yeah, there's some really gifted players. Butarina in midfield is a highly gifted young player who has talent, can travel with the ball, and is really good technically. Whilst they have other really good technicians as well. So at this level of competition, no matter what some teams may do in their league format, you know that the Champions League is always something that really gives a team an extra motivation. So for us, we're prepared for a really difficult game, but we also want to make it really difficult for them also.
Brendan, the progression and the improvement in the team in Europe has been tangible in terms of the results. You've been ticking things off, the big wins at home, the point away in Bergamo. Is winning away from home now the next big step, the next big box to tick?
Yeah, I think so, Craig. I think it's one where from last year we've been building towards performance level and results. And this year we've been fairly consistent with that in the main. And to win away from home, because you know what it means to supporters as well as the points, and you know that an away win at any level, but in particular in the Champions League, is it's a difficult challenge, but it's one that gives a real good feeling. So for us, yeah, it's the next step. Like you say, you go to Atalanta and you defend how we did there. That gives you a big confidence to know that you can go into any stadium and defend well. And for us, we hope that we can then bring our attacking game alongside that. And we know that when we do that, it gives us an opportunity to get that win.
You know what it takes to do it, Brendan. You've done it obviously in Anderlecht. So do you feel that the team's at the level now, the team that you're seeing just now is at the level to go and repeat what they did?
I don't think there's any doubt. I think working with this group now and this team over the last 15, 16 months, whatever it is, I feel that we're in a really, really good place. And we I know we can arrive into these games now having made some big performances that we feel can get us big results at the level. So yeah, having won in Anderlecht, that was a great night for the team and the support. And like you say, we would like to give ourselves the best opportunity we can, and to do that is to look to win our next game, and it's away from home. So we want to take that chance to do that.
Individually and collectively, Brendan, do you think the team's now playing with maturity and a confidence in the competition?
Yeah, I think it's collectively, Derek. I think that at this level you need big performances. I think that that's what gains you the confidence. And like I said, I take it back to last year, and I seen enough there to feel that we could improve. We have improved. But we've improved as a collective, because a club like ourselves at this level, it really is about the team. And we've had some big performances in this campaign, which gives us that confidence. But we also showed, importantly, that we could come from a setback, which was quite a big setback. And that, as a coach and a manager, gives you great faith and hope in the players that you have. So from that moment, players have been brilliant, how they performed, how they've played. And we know that home and away, we can be a really, really difficult team to play against. And that's our idea, make it really difficult to play against us when we have the ball and when we haven't got the ball.
Whenever you hear, Brendan, that the opposition is supposedly in disarray, as is being said of Dinamo at the moment, does your experience as a coach kick in? Do you become extra wary of that kind of narrative?
Well, I don't become wary, I just don't believe it. That's the reality. You can never, when a team's in crisis mode, that's always dangerous for me. And that's why I never think about it and look at it, because I always think it gives the opportunity for someone else to come in, you know, whether it's players that are missing or whether the form's not quite been good. What you know is in Champions League, once the music comes, every team is motivated to win. So I don't necessarily fall into that trap, really. I just know that this will be a tough game for us, but we're ready for it and we're excited by it.
Brenda, how much more comfort do you take when you're looking at your bench in these games, because it's going to be huge tomorrow night? Perhaps this time last year you didn't quite have those same resources. I mean, do you take a lot more from that these days?
Yeah, I think you can see from probably how I've been managing the team in terms of the rotation of the team that I have a real trust in our squad. The last time we played on a Saturday and played on a Tuesday night, we played Red Bull Leipzig and we were brilliant on that evening, and that was based around the players and what they give and the physicality that we can bring at this level, plus the changes that we can make. And I think it'll be the same tomorrow night. You know, we have a squad that I feel that I can pick any team, and the quality's there, the cohesion is there, the structure's there. And likewise, if tomorrow night we need to make changes within the game, I know that I can bring players in and keep that intensity and keep the quality. So yeah, I think we're in a really, really good place. We'll always look to improve the squad as the windows go on, but where we sit currently, I believe we're in a really good place.
Coach, you have Edin from Croatian National Television. You have a big game on Sunday against Rangers. Tomorrow's game, is it more important for you in the Champions League or a big derby against Rangers? What do you think? For you and the fans?
Oh, every game. Every single game is so important as a Celtic player and manager. And that's why and what we prepare for every single day. So we haven't even thought about the Rangers game yet. No, we were very much focused on our game at the weekend. Straight away after that game, we now really focus on this game. Because one thing that you can make the mistake of in football is that you can think of more than one thing. And for me, it's really about really focusing intensely on this game. So that's our focus. The minute it finishes tomorrow night, we can then get ready. We've got enough time to prepare and be ready for Sunday. And that is clearly a massive game for us. But tomorrow night is huge also.
Brendan, we discussed at Aberdeen last week the mentality of the squad. You get a real sense from the players that this is a team that wants to continue to keep on setting the bar, achieve more. And has everyone travelled? Is anyone left behind in Glasgow?
No, everyone is fit and available, and of course only a few players like Odin, who's obviously not in our squad. Apart from that, everyone is fit and travelled. Yeah, the ambition is here. I've said to Austin when I spoke to him and before joining here, when you come to Celtic, everyone wants to come to Celtic to play in the Champions League and win trophies, and that's our job. Us that have been here for a long period of time, the players that have been here for a long period of time, we get that. And what we understand by that is you can never have a rest as a Celtic player. Every single day of your life, you're improving your game, and that's the culture that's created at Celtic. So the players come in, they will feel that, they want to be a part of that, and then they join the ambition of the club, which is to produce the best standard of performance consistently that we possibly can. And that's your day-to-day job. That's how we work. our mentality, our focus, and like I said, you see the mental toughness within this team, and that's something that obviously you want as a coach. You want to have players that can adapt to your style, that have a winning mentality, that are hungry to learn and want to win, and that's the environment that we have.
Austin, just how much are you enjoying the experience of playing Champions League football this season?
I'm enjoying it a lot. You know, it's growing up in a small town outside Philadelphia, playing the Champions League. It's a dream come true. So every moment I get to play for this club and play in this competition, I don't take it for granted.
What would it mean to you, and what would it mean to the squad if they did manage to get through to the knockout stages this season? How big an achievement would that feel?
I think it'd feel amazing, but I think we are prepared mentally to achieve that, and I think that's already in our mindset. We just need to go out and do it ourselves.
When you're switching between domestic football and European football, there's obviously a lot of differences in terms of how much time you're going to have on the ball, and tactically it's different. How do you find it switching between the two?
Not much of a difference, you know. I think the environment that we have, you know, in Celtic, it's every game has to be treated the same way. You know, so I think everyone, there's no different approach that I have or anybody in the team has going to this game. It's the same approach we have to any domestic league game as well. So it's just treating every game the same with the same intensity, and then you play your game.
The manager talked about the changes that can be made in this team, and the quality's still there, the cohesion is still there. How much confidence does that give you as a squad, that no matter who you're playing alongside, no matter who's in front of you, that you feel the team will still be able to compete at their highest level against every level of opposition?
You know, it's really good. You know, I think as a player to know that you back every one of your guys on the pitch, and who's maybe on the bench, and anybody can come in and make an impact. It's you know, as a player, it's really good, because I have full faith and full trust in everybody.